They want it. I got it, bro. Trust me. Trust. Big
Recording in
trust.
progress.
Recording in progress. We got the
All
mixer
right, and
on
we're live
recording.
on
We
YouTube.
got
Let's
the Zoom
go.
recording. We're live on YouTube. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Zoom. I got it. Thanks for notifying me that this is being recorded. I want it recorded. Perfect. But yeah, yo, welcome back. The Chillin' with Villains podcast with no soundboard. We're missing a member, missing several members.
Yeah.
But this is episode 223 of our podcast. Thank you once again for coming through and chilling, to all of our existing listeners and watchers, and to our new ones. Welcome. Today's topic of discussion will be the unfortunate news of the Boston Celtics elimination from
Damn,
the
that's
NBA
that's
playoffs.
fucked up. We're starting on that. All
No,
right.
we're not
No,
starting
no,
on
no.
that.
It sounds like we're
I'm
starting
just
on it. I mean, I don't know. It's the first thing you fucking
What,
said.
what did you want to get it out the way? I'm just giving the people a breakdown of what we're going to be talking about today. Ariel and I talked about the Lakers elimination.
I know.
Ariel and I
wasn't
spoke
there.
about it.
I just wasn't there, so it doesn't count.
You weren't there, so it was great that you weren't there. We were so thrilled that you weren't there.
Why?
We did not want you there for that.
I wasn't gonna.
What?
I don't flame your team. I really don't.
Yeah,
you
don't.
You guys act like I'm such a horrible.
I don't flame y'all either, though. I don't really flame y'all. Like the
No,
only reason,
no.
Mark, the only reason I don't flame y'all is because of you.
I appreciate
Like
that.
if it weren't for you, like I would be all up in. Yeah, I'll be all up in cooking Boston. Like, but I'm not gonna say what I was about to say because Mark is here. So I'm gonna be civil. You know what? Peaceful protests.
I'm just gonna wait. Can I just take the link tree out and put the YouTube link immediately? Or
Of course.
All right,
Yeah. That's Gucci. Ready for this?
ooh, that was clean. That was
You
clean.
thought, bro, you thought it was a cerveza. It's actually a seltzer. Stu Leonard's. This is not a sponsorship.
But we
shop at
would
Stu Leonard's.
welcome it. Stu, if
Of
you're
course.
listening.
Oh God, Stu, Mr. Leonard, if you're listening. Damn, I need a coaster. But yeah, so we will be talking briefly about that. We will be talking about the finals matchup of the Denver Nuggets versus the Miami Heat, which I actually am pretty excited about. No matter what NBA Twitter says, it's a good matchup. It wouldn't be an NBA final matchup if it wasn't a good matchup of, arguably two of the best teams in the league right now. Clearly the two best teams in the league if they got this far. And of course, we will be talking about the series finale of arguably one of the greatest shows ever made, Secession. So yeah, before we do that though, once again, welcome. We are live on YouTube. If you're not able to catch us live on YouTube, thank you for wherever and whenever
You're
and
listening and
whoever
watching.
you're listening and watching. Exactly. But Mark, to start off, you were on PTO last week.
I was.
So I would just love to hear a little bit more about the pleasures of Dublin. Were you in Dublin, or you just where in Ireland were you?
Dublin, yeah, Dublin, and then
Okay.
Amsterdam.
Dude, talk to me
Bro.
because I have not been to either of them, and I
So,
am dying to go to both of them.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? You have to go to Dublin when you're like, yo, let's get fucked up. Let's get, you know what I mean? Like that's the vibe.
racist.
That's the vibe you have to be on. How is that racist? What the fuck are you talking about? Like you have to be on the vibe to be like, yo, I'm gonna go out and drink, and then during the day, I'll wake up like, I don't know, like 10, 11, go out, get breakfast or brunch. I feel like you have to be on those kind of vibes, and then during the day you go see like whatever you want to see. Because go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was
be.
gonna say that experience low-key sounds a little bit like how Barcelona was for us. And
really? That's
I
interesting.
I think it attests a little bit more to just kind of the European lifestyle.
I don't know though, right? So
Ooh.
So the only reason I say that is because like it just didn't feel like there was like in the city, like other than like walking around and seeing some statues and there's some museums there and whatever. Like other than that, it didn't feel like there was that much to do. Like if you know what I mean. Like it's like we were kind of freestyling anyway, so we were just kind of walking around doing whatever.
Yeah. You didn't come like with
like an itinerary.
Yeah, an itinerary.
Nah, like not really. Like we knew like a couple places. So like in Dublin, they have there's a library that's like used to inspire the Hogwarts library. That was on my Instagram.
I saw that.
That was tough. It was. I literally walked in there. I literally looked at it. I was like, I feel like I'm in fucking Hogwarts right now. Like it's just lit. Like it's
tough. Kayla's cruising through the game now, bro. She stopped doing the side missions. She's like, nah. She's like, she's
probably like one-shotting everything. she's so
like,
hot. I love it.
Yeah. In, bro. She's going through the story, and the story's getting. I'm peeping through the side. Like I was like, oh,
dude, the game is so lit, bro.
Like, bochinche going on right now.
I literally like. I wish I could go back and just play it again for the first time and just be like a kid in a candy store, just like watching and loving it.
I gotta hop off Twitter because, and it's not everybody, because I seen some people defending it, but I saw somebody add like what their some of the favorite games that they've played are, and like they put Hogwarts Legacy on there, and then I just saw some of the comments be like, "Oh, threw in Hogwarts Legacy like we wouldn't notice," and then people, but like people were commenting back like, "What you mean? Like Hogwarts was lit." So someone was like, "Yo, this shit, if anything, is underrated. Like people don't talk about it enough."
J Money's in the chat. Love the game, yes sir.
Shout out
the
J
game
Money.
is fire, bro. No, but. Speaking to that though, right? So I actually did see there are people trying to hate on it recently, right? Like to the point where it's like, or their point rather is like, oh, you just released the game and that was it. You didn't give us, there's nothing else for us. I was like, well, that's what most single player games are. Like it's like they're killing it for like being like, yo, we finished our game, and it's fully finished basically. We just obviously other than like
what more
like. No, like because like a lot of times now I feel like a lot of single player games maybe like will drop, like a lot of big name ones will drop, and then there'll be a lot of issues, and like Hogwarts Legacy did have its issues at launch I think, but like it wasn't astronomical. I didn't really run into any, but like I feel like they expect them to like give them more and more like DLC and stuff like that. It's like, well, they're making more games, right? Like, would you rather them just say, all right, here's a really good game, and that we put a lot of time and effort into, like years and years and years, versus like them giving you a game that's good? Because a lot of times with those games that they give you DLC, it's like it's good, but you always feel like I feel like it's missing something, like, and then they give you DLC and it's like, oh, okay, cool, so it's like I would rather them just say, all right, here's a really great game, we're gonna make the sequel now, like. And,
I hear you.
And like obviously not all games that drop DLC are like that, because like Spider-Man was amazing before they dropped DLC. Batman Arkham's City and Night were both amazing before they dropped DLC. So like not every game is like that, but it's very few and far between.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, and I'll let you kind of wrap up your experience. Just because before I forget, we spoke about it on the last podcast, because that's when Sony had dropped obviously the first preview of the Spider-Man sequel game. So what are your thoughts on that? How did this shit look fucking heat, bro?
Ain't nothing to say.
Heat.
No notes.
The symbiote looks crazy good, bro. And again, bro, that's what I'm saying. I gotta hop off of Twitter, bro, because then, like, I don't read into it too much, right? But it just gets me tight when like I'm enjoying something and then I see someone shit on it like not for no reason, but sometimes people love to just like say something and like someone's like, the suit looks ass. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it looks like a symbiote suit. Like, how does it look ass?
Dude,
what about it looks ass?
Like wait, first of all, J Money said they wanted EA to drop Hogwarts. So EA, like, EA, obviously.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
But like, EA, like how they always. Well, I don't know if they do it with FIFA.
They were.
But like they're very infamous for like dropping games where like a Battlefield or wherever.
Yeah.
Where it's just constant money. Like you have to spend money to get shit, and it's just like, yo, like why can't I unlock this?
What,
like
wasn't
shit,
one of the Star Wars games dropped by EA? Didn't EA do one of the Star Wars game, and it was kind of like that? Battlefront. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
Battlefront 2. I think I don't know if they did all of them, but I know they did like the more recent ones.
Yeah.
And Carlos says Sigma Peter is a savage. Also, he's voiced by by the same guy who voices Sasuke in Naruto for the English dub. I was listening to him and I was like, where have I heard this voice before? And then I was just like, oh my god, because I saw a clip of it, fun fact. Sasuke talking in Naruto. And I was like, oh my god, it's fucking him. That's lit. Sorry for my anime nerds, you guys know that.
that bum ass chair out of there.
So, the movie. I mean, the game looks fucking amazing. I can't wait to play it.
I have no doubt it will be. Yeah. Like,
I'm day one.
Lizard looks crazy, bro. I'm petrified to play. I'm like, no, like, bro, this dude's gonna eat me.
This dude gonna eat, yo.
But I'm very excited. Like, I know I'm still playing Miles. I know you're gonna clown me for still playing Miles Morales, but Miles Morales.
But you know, this guy is the slowest video game player of all time, bro.
Hear me out.
He just beat like Spider-Man 1 like last year.
I did, and you know what's gonna be exciting? That I'm gonna get to play with the new dude. Because I was playing with the old dude on the PS4 for Spider-Man. You know how they changed his appearance?
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I haven't played with the new dude yet. But hear me out.
I swear, J Money, bro. I swear.
Yo, J Money, come on, bro, come through. J Money, come through. So I was playing. There's a PS4 here in the studio. So I was playing Miles Morales on that. So I have my save data on that. So then Kayla and I moved. And we decided to bring her PlayStation PS4, because this is still PS4 time we're talking here, because we haven't had the PS5 for that recent. It's probably been, a few months?
Yeah.
So we got the PS4, and I was playing on Miles. Oh no, I wasn't even playing Miles Morales on her PS4. I just started playing on the PS5, but all the data from her PS4 went into the PS5, and now this one. So I had to start from scratch. I had to start the game over.
How far were you?
That's why it's prolonged. I was probably at like 35%. I think I'm halfway done now. I'm halfway through the game. I'm almost there. I'm halfway there.
Bro.
I'm halfway there.
They're roasting you right now.
Bro. That's crazy.
They're roasting you, not me.
Who's roasting me?
Carlos said JB walk into the next objective instead of web slinging there.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
J Money said he's calling taxis. Seeing the sights like he don't live here.
Yo, I'm taking mad flicks through the city. I'm like, oh, that looks nice.
Bro, you know what's crazy? The last time J Money was at the studio, you still, from like to right now, you still have not beaten this game yet, bro. But think about that.
That's so irrelevant. That's
crazy.
Last time J Money was here was Last of Us. Last of Us finale.
Do you know when that was?
J Money, you coming? I think he coming through for Flash and Spider-Verse.
Is that true?
So say the word. Say word.
And my boys
guys, we'll have J Money
on Sunday.
Yes, sir. We'll have J Money back on the pod. Very, very welcome guest. Always a friend of the pod.
Yes, sir. He's coming back. He's coming for Spider-Verse. He said.
Yo, dude, I saw the trailer for that yesterday. While I was watching The Little Mermaid. With Kayla. Great experience. Ton of fun. Definitely, recommend. Like no notes. It's just like it's just one
good,
of those
solid.
movies.
So solid.
Right. They just adapted
I haven't seen it yet.
What they did, like in the animation, and they obviously changed a few things here and there.
I thought it was gonna flop, bro.
Of course it's gonna flop, but what the crazy thing is, like the movie lineup we got.
That was sarcasm,
like,
guys. We know it's not gonna flop. Go ahead.
Like the fact that Fast X came out last weekend,
it blew it out of the water. It destroyed it.
Yo, what you mean? Fast X is at like 500 mil.
No. For like the weekend, it.
Oh yeah.
No pun intended. It blew it out of the water. Like.
For sure, I can imagine.
I think it was like 120 for them, and then like the next person was like 25 or some shit like that.
Bro, because now the thing is, Spider-Verse is this weekend, so like
Yeah.
Spider-Verse is probably gonna blow everything else out the water,
Yeah.
and then the week after that is Flash, and the Flash is probably not gonna blow anything out the water. But no, that's what we hate.
No. Actually, no, it should do decent. Right?
It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
It's got a lot of hype around it.
I'm seeing it tomorrow. Flex a little bit, not really, but
a little bit, dude. This shit comes out in 2 weeks.
It's the one with non-finished VFX and shit like that.
You get the gist, bro. It's fine. What are y'all?
Who cares? I'm watching for free.
J Money says, "What are y'all's thoughts on Flash's predicted 70 million opening?" He said y'all's. He spelled it very interesting.
Well,
we did a WLS. Y'all's. I love it.
Well, we did a predictions factor here, and depending on what you just said, J Money, because we all had it hidden over, or I had it hidden over Billy. But bro, what we didn't take into account is that all these movies are coming back to back to back. Like, I didn't take that into account, so a lot of my projections are gonna be fucking wrong. Like, Fast and Furious might not even hit a Billy.
Whoa.
Guardians, yeah, it might not.
It's already at 600 or about 600, and it
might. It's only a second weekend, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. There's so many other movies that are coming out. I feel like it's gonna get lost in the shuffle, like eventually. Yeah, exactly. Especially when these other movies are going to be.
Oh, then I feel like our bets need to be nullified then.
They do, low key.
Because I
completely forgot. Yo, cinema. Tom Cruise said it. Like, welcome back, guys. Like, cinema is back.
He said,
like,
welcome back.
Welcome back. It is back though. Like, we got
Flash got to
back
compete with Transformers and Indiana Jones.
Oh, Transformers like the week after. Like, that shit is crazy. Yo, you don't seem too excited about that.
What? Me?
You don't seem. Yeah.
What?
You're not excited about Transformers?
Barbie sweeping the box office. Honestly,
Barbie is going to. I think it's going to do better than Oppenheimer at the box office, and not for reasons of the movie, like being like better or anything like that.
Yo.
But I'm bugging. Yo, you want me and you one-on-one bet? You want me and you one-on-one
Me and you? You want to take it outside?
Yo, like I think Barbie is going to make more than Oppenheimer.
You know,
why not,
bro?
Why not Barbie?
Nolan.
I get it, bro.
With that cast,
look at Barbie's cast. Look at Barbie's marketing.
No. I honestly, I've been kind of underestimating Barbie. I think
low key.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like Barbie could be a really good movie, right? And I feel like they're making it. It sounds like they're making it because I watched another trailer actually recently, and it looked like they were making it kind of like as like a. I don't know. It just looks interesting. They're gonna, their spin on it or whatever.
I agree.
So.
And the cast is stacked too. Like, it's not like they have a bunch of big name people.
Yeah, it is stacked.
Like,
it's
kind of crazy.
OD stacked.
You know what I mean? So like, I feel like and it's one of those movies that I feel like is more like bring your family as well, rather than Oppenheimer's gonna be more of that political drama.
It's gonna be growing adults in there. Like J Money just said, Barbie got kid audiences. Ain't no family watching Oppenheimer. Right.
Yo, let's take our kids to go see Oppie, bro.
Yo, we're all family, J Money, bro. What do you mean?
Yo, speaking of family, go watch Fast X, y'all.
Or
go watch Fast X.
Or don't.
Why not?
Or don't.
You hating. You already hating.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
You hating. Oh, but back to what I was saying though. Still on the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I saw the trailer in theater, and I literally almost shed a tear. Cause first of all, like, people, you know how people are reacting to the Flash. We were like, yo, this is the greatest comic book movie. Like, and like, shout out to our guy Eunice, but he's calling BS. He's like, yo, gassing it. This is all marketing ploy.
I don't think he was saying that. I think he was saying from certain people you can't take their opinion. Like, it's like because like they're just being sent what to say or something.
Oh,
he thinks.
Okay, cool.
So it's like for him and like the fans, he's saying that I've seen it. They are like confirming it to a certain extent, but it's like also.
You think Tommy Cruise saw it and was like, "Yeah, this is cinema," or you think
I don't think so.
that's
I think he saw it and like he might have. I don't know if he said end quote this is cinema, but you know, like
yo, this is heat.
They might have embellished it a little bit, but I mean, it's like I assume he saw it and he really liked it. You know,
Tom was like, it was okay. They're like, can we write in the article that you said it was cinema? He's like, that's fine.
He's like, technically, I guess it's a movie, so
you wouldn't be lying.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I said that. The Flash is cinema.
It's a movie, right?
And then because we also have the directors talking about Spider-Verse, and they said that it was this is their Empire Strikes Back. So me and Ariel kind of came to a conclusion that obviously it's most likely that they're gonna lose. Yeah. And that hypes me up for like a film. And not even that, it's just like I love it though, because I love the arc that a hero must take. Like I love when the hero falls and fails and has to pick themselves back up and win and get that redemption. I think it's just such a beautiful like story, because that's fucking life, bro. Like we're gonna fall, we're gonna fail, and we all want to be the heroes in our own story. You know, we are the protagonists of our own stories, right? Yeah. Like we see what we see. This is our perspective. We are the protagonists, so we always want to see ourselves win, right? But we're gonna take more losses than we are wins, but it's how we learn from that. And I think that's why that sort of dynamic is something I love so much about, you know, when we see it in our heroes. Like we got it in Infinity War, we got it in The Dark Knight.
Who's gonna be the antagonist in Spider-Verse? It's gonna be looks like
well, it's definitely gonna be what's his name, Miguel, like he Miguel O'Hara. He's definitely gonna be, I think, the antagonist, but I don't think he's the main villain of the film.
You think the Spot?
Yeah, 100%, bro. There was nah, bro. You sleeping on him, OD. I know the first trailer made him look a little like, oh, okay, like he's gonna be some side dude, but like I feel like he's gonna have a lot to do.
No shot.
Hold on, bro, because I feel like you might be tweaking low key.
You gotta look up his stats. We gotta look up his stats.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up his stats right now.
Look up his stats. Spot. What's his overall, bro? What's his overall? I feel like his overall is like a conference final, like a 75.
Bro, the Spot gained the ability to open interdimensional portals and small-scale portals, which he uses to travel long distances instantly and commit crimes.
All right. Like stealing stuff from a grocery market, like a bodega. Like he was in a bodega stealing bread.
Yeah, that's how he starts, obviously, but that's not to say, bro. Did you hear the first thing I read? He gained the ability to open interdimensional portals.
He could travel. That's cool. Like,
you don't think he could cause a lot of problems doing that?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that he's like I don't know, like
using his space warps. The Spot can instantly move himself or any part of his body from one area to another over theoretically unlimited distance via another dimension, nicknamed "quote unquote" Spot World. He can control and manipulate the warps to almost any degree he wishes. He can expand or shrink them to any size, and he can join together multiple spots to form one larger warp.
Okay. All right. I guess you could use that as a defensive mechanism.
He's unaffected by gravity and can be placed against a surface or left suspended in midair. He can also designate.
But is he going to be able to do all this in the movie, though?
Bro, that's what I like. I feel like.
Like, do you know what I mean? Again, I don't know if they're going to give him everything there.
Right.
Exactly. Like, it looks like they have the multi-dimensional warping or whatever, but I don't know about if like he's going to be able to like send other people or something.
Yeah. Again, he's not going to be the main villain of this film, but he's going to be the main villain of like the overall, I feel, shit that's happening. I mean, I think Spider-Verse is only going to be 3 films, right? Because
maybe
we got
some spin-offs.
Kingpin in the first one.
Yeah.
This one's probably going to be Miguel as the main antagonist, like I said, but then again,
you think the Spot isn't, so then the next one's going to be the Spot.
Bro, who do you think is gonna be then? Who is gonna be the main villain of this film?
I said Miguel. I said Miguel O'Hara.
But okay, like I'm saying of the over, because we know he's not a villain. Like he's not a super
I
villain.
don't know. It sounded like he kind of wilding out.
No, he is wilding out, but
That's
that
what I'm
don't mean he's
saying.
gonna be the villain. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Like
I
that's
don't
still Spider-Man
know.
2099.
No,
you
no,
feel me? Like,
no. I'm not saying he's gonna like go on like I'm gonna take over the world. I'm just saying like he's gonna be the villain for Miles because it sounds like he's trying to kill his father.
He's trying to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, or something.
He's trying to do something.
Yeah, he's trying to do something to Miles, and he's obviously not liking that. So he's his villain right now.
Right.
So that's what I mean. Like when I say villain, I don't mean like fucking Loki or something in like Avengers 1.
Gotcha.
Aren't they still doing a Gwen Stacy spinoff too? Oh yeah, I thought they are doing that, or no?
Like
that,
from that animated version,
or is it live action?
Yeah, they're doing a Spider-Woman
I don't
live
remember,
action.
bro. We don't remember.
It's something Sony related. We got to get into it.
But anyway, we got to get on topic.
Yeah. So how was Amsterdam? Just to close that chapter off at the beginning.
Actually, well, wait, quick funny story about Dublin. So we were me and my girl were walking to our hotel, and this kid, like he looked like he was like 15, 16 or something, and he's like standing like right out of an alleyway, and it's like broad daylight, and he looks at me and he says, "Hey, bro." I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "You like Coke?" And I'm like, "No." Like he means cocaine. And I was like, no, I don't. He's like, "Why not?" And I'm like, nah, just not for me. I'm not, it's not my thing. And he's like, "Oh, okay. And I was just like, and then we kept walking, and I'm like, that kid was like 15, 16 years old. And we were not in like a bad area. We were right by Temple Bar, like right by like a very popular touristy area. And we were
mad
just
casual.
We were just like, what the fuck? Like a 15, 16-year-old kid's asking me for Coke on the street? Like, very strange.
Yeah.
But Amsterdam was lit. That was my favorite spot. Like, both me and my girl, like, we were both like, yeah, this is amazing. Like, the vibes are just so cool, man. Like, well, first of all, my friend Mike was there.
Shout out Mike. Lord of the Ring correspondent.
Facts. And he's been there studying abroad.
Back, is he?
He probably not coming back. I talked to him. I was like, "Yo, what's up? What you thinking?" He's like, "I don't know if I can leave, bro." Like he's like, I love it here. Like genuinely,
bro. Anybody that tells me they're like, "Yo, life is good here." Like life is
in Amsterdam
good. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
like the and it's so crazy because it's like a bike town. Like there's so many bike. Like we were walking. You know the SpongeBob episode. Do you watch SpongeBob? You did, right? Yeah. Like we're like Squidward like moved out to like a suburb and like it was just all of them riding bikes and like it was literally like that. That's what we thought of. We just saw like so many.
There's a whole, for all the Ted Lasso lovers out there, the series finale is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Sigh, bro. So many series finales. Why, God? Why? And I'm almost done with New Girl. Why, God? Why? 3 of my shows about to end this week. Well, one already did, which we'll talk about in about 5 seconds. A little bit more than 5 seconds, but what was I saying? Oh, there was a whole episode in the last season of Ted Lasso, which just took place in Amsterdam, bro. And it was and like they shot on location, like they were in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So first of all, please watch Ted Lasso. It is the most feel-good show of all time. Yeah. Like it'll make you feel amazing, fuzzy, warm. It'll also break your heart, make you cry. Right. It makes you feel every single emotion ever known to man. But at the end of the day, it is one of the greatest produced shows of all time as well, in my opinion. So I recommend it. And yes, they have the privilege of going to these different locations and shooting there. And you feel the whole, they give you an hour to just feel the whole Amsterdam vibe. Like they do that. They see windmills. They ride bikes. Right. They see the boats. They chill on the boats. Yep. They get the bluntness from the people from the Netherlands, because the people from Netherlands are pretty blunt. Apparently, I've never been, so I wouldn't know. But right. But
They are.
it just seems like a good time, man, and I'm glad you guys got that experience.
Yeah.
You guys got that trip.
Like we went there, and like but we had more of a itinerary. You know, like we went to the Van Gogh Museum, we did a whole bunch of stuff, canal, like it was just dope, man. It's such a vibe. Like
that's awesome.
It's just so chill, and like the weather was like really good. It was like chilly, like, but it wasn't like, it was like hoodie weather.
It's not brick.
Yeah, it was hoodie weather, like, and that's like that's like lit, like 65 degrees, sunny, with like a breeze.
You could take a nice little stroll.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm not gonna get hit right now with this crazy weather trying to beat my ass up.
In the wintertime it gets really bad over there because because they're right in the water, so it's like the breeze, wind chill. Like Mike's like, riding my bike in the wintertime is like actual torture. I'm like, oof. Like,
I mean, like he bugging, like that wind hitting you, bro.
Yeah, that's just ass. But yeah, it was really great, and I recommend anybody to go to Amsterdam. Dublin, I recommend you go, but you have to be ready to you have to go with like the intention of like getting fucked up. So like bring some friends.
I'm always down for a time to get lit.
Yeah. Like bring some friends, bring some, like it's definitely like something where you want to bring your friends, like, and your significant other, and like just have fun, like type shit.
That sounds like a good time. You know what else is a good time, Mark?
What is it?
Secession.
Facts.
Secession's a good time.
That's facts. We have no aerial. We have to do our own soundboard, so.
Secession, the series. Yes, you heard it correctly. The series finale.
Yep.
I can't believe it's over.
Yep.
Mark, we were just talking about it off air. Shout out to Eric.
Yep.
Because Eric,
my eldest brother.
Exactly. We were put on by him to Secession, and now we've come full circle. It is finished. It's wrapped up.
Yep.
I always say this, right? If a show can give me, I don't care how long a show runs for. Again, Ted Lasso, dude, this is the third and final season. Like, it's only 3 seasons, you know? So if the writers are like, hey, this is the story I want to write, and it's only going to be 3 seasons, and you know, obviously in Secession's case, 4 seasons, I'm totally cool with it, because it was 4 outstanding seasons. You know, it's one of those shows, and we were just talking about it, right, where it may truly not be for everyone. You know, in the sense where, because this very much is a show where there's no real action, right, in the sense where, you know, things are blowing up here, and there's a fight scene here, and, you know, there's a car chase down, you know, in this episode. But it's very much a show dealing with, well, fucked up billionaires, but to get into the lower, you know, kind of deeper level of things, how one father is able to traumatize his children
so badly
to the point of no return for any of them.
Yep.
It's so well written. It's incredibly well written.
And like if you're like obviously like everyone, like obviously the dialogue is great probably for everybody, but like if you really find yourself focusing on stuff like dialogue, I highly recommend you watch this show. Like, I couldn't recommend it enough, because not only is like dialogue great, obviously the acting's phenomenal. It's HBO, what do you expect? Like, come on. And the cast, I mean, come on now. So, like, there's never, like, even with so little action, I mean, with virtually none.
Right.
Every episode leaves you like, oh my God.
And these are
that's insane.
Episodes. The finale was an hour and a half.
Yeah, an hour and a half. And the last one before that was an hour 15, I think.
Yeah, like, and it still has you at the edge of your seat.
Exactly. And you're like, oh my God, it's already over? What the fuck? You know, like, this is a show that I really cannot, like, it's just so good. Like, so good.
Where do you think you rank it amongst your favorite shows of all time?
Ooh. Honestly, I haven't thought about that yet.
Mm.
Uh,
There's a lot of great stuff out there, but I will say
it might be top
this was
5.
right. This was one of those shows where you're just like,
If it's not top
holy
5, it's
shit.
top 10. No question
Yeah.
about it. And like a high top
Yeah.
10, like top 6. Like-
It's definitely a top 10 for me. It's one of those things, like
I
you
have to think
said,
about that actually.
HBO Sundays, like, please, you know,
Yeah.
what's funny is, we were like, oh, Euphoria ended, like HBO Sundays needs to come back, and then we get House of Dragons, and then it's like, oh, what's next on HBO Sundays, and then you get The Last of Us, and then it's
You
like,
get
oh no,
Succession.
that's over. What now? Now Succession is.
Now it's
it is
over.
one of those shows.
What's next?
Right. Well, The Idol is this upcoming Sunday with The Weeknd. I know you weren't too excited about it, but
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a limited series. It's 6 episodes.
Yeah.
But yes, Succession is one of those shows that has just become popular to the point where it's just like, yo, like, yeah, you kind of need to watch this, dude. Like,
Yeah.
this shit is off the chain. Again, to
Off
your
the
point,
chain,
right?
yo.
Like Sarah Snook, Brian Cox, Kieran Culkin, Matthew McFadden, Jeremy Strong, like all of them. Everyone absolutely understands their role and
Yeah.
plays it to a T. Dude, Jeremy, and because Jeremy Strong is apparently a very big, method actor.
Right.
Kendall was always, I guess, my favorite of everyone in the show. But it's so hard to kind of pinpoint a favorite because they're all likable and dislikable. You know what I mean? Like, they do shit where you're just like, yo, like,
what the fuck?
Like I know, dude. And it's nice to see this pattern where just look at how the trend was, right? Season 1, the main focus was really Kendall, right? Or at least Kendall under Logan's, like, yo, you are the success.
His whole
You are
spiral
next up.
downward, yeah.
Right. And then season 2 was mostly Roman.
Yeah.
Right. And then season 3, season 2 was mostly Shiv. Yeah, season 2 was mostly Shiv.
Why?
Because, like, remember, like, he was like, oh, Shiv, you were next in line, and then,
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
He was, but then season 3
was Roman, and then we get this next season, last season,
right.
And we obviously get all 3 of them basically fighting for this, and of course, I mean, guys, if you don't know, now you know. Whenever we talk about stuff, it's most likely 9 times out of 10 going to be spoilers.
Yeah, I put it in the caption too.
Right. We get an episode which currently holds a 9.9 on IMDb.
Yep.
And it was one of the craziest episodes of television I've ever seen, where Logan Roy dies.
Ooh.
And what I love about that, bro, because Brian Cox, he talks about it, and he was like, yo, like, I wish they did it a little bit later. Like, I feel like they did it too soon. But, bro, I love the way they did it. I love it because that's life. Like, you just never know. You just never know. And
that was like
and
the most real shit I've ever seen. I was like, what? No way, bro. You feel like you're there. You feel like you're there. You're experiencing all this with them. And it's like they're like to the point that it's like so real. Like, it's just, bro, like like I know people who've like lost like very central people in their lives just like that. When it was like
it's a blink of an eye.
Totally
really
sudden.
is.
Yeah, blink of an eye. And it's like, so that is like, I was like, man, that's fucking brilliant that they did that. Logan Roy,
it is.
Who everyone's like, oh man, like how are they gonna beat him? Untouchable, invincible type shit. And he dies just like that. I was just like,
right.
I was like, what
just
the
like
fuck?
That. Like on a plane, like going somewhere, like shit was regular.
Boom.
And I was stunned, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, nothing spoiled for me. I was super content. Because I didn't watch it that night of. I think I watched it that Monday night or that Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me stay off socials because I like a lot of Succession stuff on Twitter. So obviously all that, obviously the algorithm brings all that stuff up to my page. But I was like, I didn't catch a glimpse of anything, bro, and I was just stunned. And that one shot take that they had, which was I forgot how long they said it was.
Oh, on the boat.
What?
On the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like it was crazy, right? It was like 18 or 28 minutes.
Yeah,
or
it was like 15
like
to 20 minutes, I think.
It was some crazy shit. They just kept and like if you guys watch the show, I highly recommend the 5-minute segment afterwards where they break down the episode, break down the characters, what they're going through, the writing process. It's just brilliant. But they were talking about how like they just were using the film. They're like, all right, we only got X amount of time on here, like we got 10 minutes on here, so then we're gonna have to just replace it real quick and make sure the other one's recorded. And it's the production value is off the chain, and you could tell they're another show where they're on location, like they're fucking there, bro. When that episode when they went to Switzerland to Alexander, shout out to the Skarsgårds, bro.
I know
the Skarsgårds are just in like. It's just a family of like,
goats.
You're a great actor. You're a great actor. You're a great actor.
Family of goats.
He smoked it, bro. Alexander Skarsgård smoked it. He was like, bro, I am going to be the most devilish
asshole
nuisance
person.
Asshole. Yeah. And him being such a good actor and doing that, you start bringing out the best out of Kieran Culkin, who then gives he is such a good fucking actor. Like, he is so good. Because this season, bro, out of all seasons, was one of the first times where I was like, like, I actually really fuck with Roman. But then he still does shit where you're like, Roman, you're such a dick. Like, you're still such an asshole. Like, they're all assholes, bro. What did Logan say? He's like, bro, y'all are not serious people. You're not.
No, but
I love you.
But you know what? I'm really interested to hear what you say when you think about why Shiv voted the way she voted. Yeah, I believe that it's because it actually ties back to that scene that we just talked about. Like,
she doesn't feel like. I mean, she told Kendall straight up. She's like, bro, I don't think you can do it. Like, you can't do it. But the thing, because I think everyone in that moment, maybe besides Kendall, realized, because you saw how Roman was. He's like, it's bullshit. Like, it's all bullshit.
No,
We're bullshit.
But I'm saying, I think it ties back to that scene of Logan saying to them, you're not serious people. Like,
100%.
Like, you just can't be relied upon. None of you can. Yeah. Like, even if you like, because last season, like during the finale, I was like, okay, yeah, I could see it. You know, they all kind of just can
like band it together,
put their bullshit to the side and behind them, and be like, yo, like, you know what, we're all we got. Because, like, you know what, like that mentality of like, yo, if we're gonna drown, like if we're gonna crash the boat, I'd rather one of us be like all of us be piloting it rather than someone else. Like, so, but the thing is, they're all just so selfish and so, like, they can't stomach giving it to somebody, like giving it to one of them. It has to be all of them or not, or no, it has to be one of them or none of them.
None of them.
And it's like, and so they would rather it be in somebody else's hands than an individual sibling, because I feel like that scene would have happened if they had nominated anybody else. Obviously, Kendall was the only one that made sense in that moment. If they were going to nominate a sibling, it had to have been him.
Yeah, I
just
agree.
Because of, you know,
I agree.
Yeah, like of the whole Roman thing that happened at the funeral, and then Shiv being with Madsen, like up until the like last part, like that was it. Like, so like they needed like Kendall, but at the same time they were like, fuck that. If I can't have it, you can't either. And it's like, that's not serious shit. You know, it's like if you were like really loved the company, you would realize, and like I feel like if Logan was in that situation, and it's like, yo, it's either him or some random. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like...
I mean, Logan was...
He was about to sell the Madsen anyway. He was going to sell the Madsen anyway. But I'm saying, like, he would have done the same thing. Like, because like you said, you're not serious people. Like,
Yeah.
but
But
I feel like
that's
if
the
you were
difference.
if they
Logan
were serious,
knows
that
what
was
he's doing.
that was the moment. If they were ever going to be serious, that was the moment to do it. Where like they were going to be like, yes, we'll vote for you, and they actually all voted for him. Like,
Yeah.
cause
I knew, bro.
I knew Shiv.
Knew
The way
once they got
Shiv
to
was
the table.
looking, when Shiv was looking at him, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
even
even
Roman
kind of. Yeah.
looked like he was
I even kind of
hesitating.
got the impression when Kendall sat in Logan's chair, and he put his feet up, and you see both Roman and like Shiv like look at him, and like they looked at his feet because like he just like propped it up. I think there's a lot of moments, bro, where they were like, yeah, this just doesn't feel right. But I think the reaction could also be twofold.
Okay.
Because they had such a nice moment prior to
Oh my
that.
god, I was smiling the whole time.
Right?
Watching that, I was smiling the whole time. I was like, oh my god, this is so great.
Siblings. It was siblings being siblings. By the way, Jeremy Strong drank that drink.
Yeah.
Like everything they put in there, and like even with Shiv spit, like he drank it. But that moment was brilliant because it literally just felt like siblings being siblings and just fucking around. And for the first time, at least in a really long time, it wasn't about business. It wasn't about the company. It wasn't about who's taking over. It's like, yo, like we're having a sleepover. Like let's just have fun. And they had fun. And for a moment there, you're like, wow, like they actually
are they actually going to do this? Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, when they left, I was like, ah, man. And then,
or was that the Last Supper? That was the Last Supper.
All right. It was like when they got into the office, I was just seeing like weird shit. Like when he put his feet up on the table and they looked at him, I was like, and then with Roman crying and being like, why couldn't it have been me? Like.
Yo,
like,
he opened up his stitches again, like doing that. Like I saw people theorizing on Twitter that it was maybe Kendall like gripping him really hard, and I was like, maybe, but I think Kendall was literally just because Kendall's always been protective of his siblings.
Oh yeah.
Like you go back when I think it was either season 1 or 2 where
Logan.
I think it was 1 where Logan hit him, and he was
I
like,
think it was 2.
You don't fucking touch him.
It was 2.
And then even in this season where, Tom was like, oh, you're acting, a bit like crazy, Shiv. And he was like, you don't fucking talk to her like that. Like, don't, like, he's like, shut the fuck up, Tom.
Yeah.
Like, he defends them. So, like, that's why to me, like, there's.
And then
that's
the president.
That's what makes it such a, yeah.
I mean, when he said, oh, Roman, like, oh, you're like teasing him about crying, he was like, hey, watch it. To the president. Like, he'll check anybody for his siblings, bro. That's what I respect about him. That's like one of the things I love about him. He's like so like, no. You're not gonna say that. Stop. Like,
right.
Like, I respect the fuck out of him.
That's why he's probably my favorite character of the show. But like, it's just such a tragedy because like, he himself is still so like
he's so fucked up.
He's not a good father, right? Like he's never with his kids, and that goes back to my point where I think Shiv's reaction was also because of that, was because she was probably like, yo, I don't want you being just like our father. I don't want you going down that same path because he was a shitty father, bro. Logan sucked.
Yes.
Logan sucked.
Yes.
Brian Cox, shout out X-Men alum. He was fantastic.
Oh my god! Like words can't describe. He was so good.
But Logan Roy was a certified asshole. Yep. He was a certified douchebag. Like, and even his top, like even Jerry, like was frying him at his own funeral, bro.
I know.
Like they were at the funeral frying this man. I was like,
because they were like, yo, like we never got to say this shit to his face. like, yo, but and yo, also huge Kendall moment right there at the funeral where he stepped up and said, yo, it's all right, Roman, like go sit down, I'll do this, like, and he did it on the fly, like off the cuff. He said, all right, fuck it, like, and he went in, smoked it, and like, while also being like obviously like I think it was his version, like a truth, like a light truth kind of thing, like he obviously could have went harder and said horrible things, but like,
right, because
he still said like, yo, he was not
their beef.
Yeah, he like he said like he was not a great guy, basically. Like, he basically
Right.
said that. Like, he was like, not a great
he
guy,
respected. He was
but
like,
he was
I
a
respect,
force.
bro.
He was a force
Yeah.
of nature. Like, he just commanded everything.
He there wasn't a room he stepped in that his presence wasn't felt.
Yeah.
Where it's just like shit.
Like, it doesn't matter who's in
Roy's
the
here.
room. Like, oh shit.
Right. The
like,
president could be
wild.
in the room and it's like,
and everyone's like, oh shit, Logan's here.
Who put you up there? Me, bro.
Right.
And I love how because even the way season 1 starts of the show, bro, it's like Logan's already dealing with some issues of like remembering. He's dealing with his health and it boiled down the question like, who's gonna be the new CEO? Who's gonna run the ship? And 4 seasons later, it's still him running the ship. Like, regardless, after all the bullshit that happened, it's still Logan Roy that was on top, obviously up until the point of his death. But either way, right. He was just a force. And even I loved Ewan's speech like on him about his brother, where like because he really like dug into him. But he also told a really cool story about them.
Yeah.
Like when they were immigrants and they were coming here, and it's just like, because I felt like that was a moment where Ewan was like, yo, I respected the man that once was.
Right.
I respected the
he
dude
wasn't
that
the guy
once
who
was.
died. Yeah.
Right.
He died a while ago.
Right. Not this dude. Like he's like, I had a brother that I respected, and I love how he was like, wow, like what, like y'all not gonna let me talk about my brother for just for some petty shit? Like he was like, yo, fuck out of here. I love that energy, bro. He's like, y'all sit down
For some stock
I'm
prices.
gonna talk.
Nah. Fuck
Yeah, that's exactly what he said, right? Yeah. So that to me is so dope. Like, and then he even gave Kendall a look after Kendall's speech. You saw that, like where he looked over at him.
Yeah, he was like,
And that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like there was like, and that's what makes this shit so tragic. Is I feel like, especially after their dad's death, you started kind of seeing Kendall kind of start becoming like him. Like he was right. He was going up to Hugo. He was like, yo, scratch fucking whatever Roman even when he was talking to Roman, remember he was like, yo, you fucked up. You fucked up.
It's okay.
I'm gonna clean it.
I'll clean it up.
I'll do it, and we'll get
he
the ball
did it.
rolling. Cool. Yeah, bro.
Like,
Kendall was on his bully this season.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, he was. That's why.
hyped.
Like, the more I saw, I was like, damn, I see it now. I see it.
He's cooking, bro. The shots was falling.
I think he could do it. I was like, by the end of the season, I was like, I think he might have it.
He did pull it off. He did pull it off.
He was one vote away, bro.
He pulled it off.
Think about that.
He pulled it off. Bro.
Like, bro, that's
yo,
wild.
Shiv at the buzzer, bro, said nah.
Word.
Like, the ball was going in, and like she did some dumb shit. She fouled somebody on the play. It was an offensive foul, and he was like, bro,
she did offensive goaltending.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing? No, let that shit go in. Yeah. So again, that's why I think my answer to that was it's twofold. I feel like, right, and or maybe even 3, maybe even for her own gain, where because she found out that Tom was gonna be the one that Manson was bringing up, and let's talk about Tom for a second, because talk about a dude who fucking just played the whole system, bro. Kind of what I told you off air, right? At the end of season 3, where he told Kendall, he looked Kendall dead in his face, like, bro, why would I join you when Logan has never lost? Logan hasn't taken an L.
I've never seen him lose.
I've never seen him lose. Why am I gonna ride with you? Why would I do that?
And that's a solid. And it's like there's no comeback to that because he's fucking right. It's like Like, damn.
It's like he gets what he wants. The only time we saw Logan lose was when he died.
Yep.
Like, that was the only L he took. Other than that, throughout the series, you don't see Logan taking any L's to anybody. And even when there's like, you're like, oh, like they might have the upper hand on him.
He switches it up. He's like, nope.
Nah. He finds
somebody else says something, leaks something to him.
Yeah,
and he's like, all right,
bro.
Like, so I think Tom. Like, but the thing is, it's like it's not even a win for her, bro. It's really not.
It's not, because
it's not a win and it's not a lose.
She goes to being her mother. She goes to being the women that
I didn't even peep
that are tied down to, because at the end of, because here's the thing, and let me ask you this, because
but here's the other, sorry, but like he also said, like Mattson said, like he wants to have sex with her. Like,
bro, that yeah, that just goes to show you how, like,
Tom really wants the CEO spot.
Bro. And let me ask you this: what is your, and I'm talking about throughout all 4 seasons, because this is how I see it. Let me see if you see it the same way. Where Tom at first was definitely invested in their relationship, in their marriage. Like, he 100%. And yo, can we talk about that scene where they go at each other out on the balcony?
Yeah. Like, I think he was invested, but it was like also like out of necessity.
Yes, but I think it was more like, cause I felt like if she showed him reciprocal love, bro, shit would have ended up differently.
That's true.
Coming to season 4, like, I felt like, cause yo, on their wedding night, bro, she was like, yo, can we sleep with like other, like, is that cool? Like,
yeah, she wants to wants to have an open marriage. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
Like, yo, we literally just walked down the aisle, like,
and now you're gonna say this?
You wanna talk about this right now? Like, you couldn't bring this up like after the honeymoon, like,
no, and even
right this second.
How about months, years earlier in our relationship?
How about never? How about never bring it up? But I felt like, because she made him now, right, more of a stone cold dude, where he's like, yo, I don't think I could bring myself, because he told her on the phone, because she was like, yo, where do we stand? Like, can we build off of this? He was like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because now he got to a point where he's money hungry. He's power hungry. Because he even told her right after they slept together, he was like, shit with you was good. He's like, but guess what? Since I've been with you, I've also been with money. And I like money. I like my suits. I like this. I like that. So I think he got twisted because she ultimately, it was too late for her. She started showing him too much love, or not even too much love, because she was still kind of holding herself back from admitting her feelings, but she obviously did have feelings for him, and you know, it was just a little too late. He got to the point where he was too damaged, and all he really wanted right now was money and power.
I don't know if it was too late. I mean, at the end, you saw him hold out his hand to her.
I mean, yeah, but like, cause that's what I'm saying. He already got what he wanted. Like, he got there, and now he's like, and now
so now he's like, all right,
switched.
like,
it switches. Now she's the one that is like, all right, cool. Like,
now she has to stay attached to him.
I gotta stay with you for the money,
for the power. Yeah, like power and money
and the power. Exactly. Like, so that's why I think her response to that was threefold.
I think. Yeah, but like, why would she want that as opposed to like being actually involved in the company in a good position? Like, you know what I mean? It's like that.
Well,
I don't know.
Again, that goes to my point of she doesn't want Kendall to be like
the leader,
the father, and also be the leader. Yeah. She's like, nah, like fuck that, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. She'd rather be Tom. She'd rather be season 1 Tom than let him be CEO.
Yep.
Like, it's just crazy to me, man. Like. And
it's fantastic.
And it's not like he was gonna fuck them over either. Like, he was like, yo, like, you guys are gonna have your own things. Like, you could have this, you could have that. Like, they were gonna be chilling. Like,
I think so too, bro.
I just wish I wish she vote. But again, this is like the tragedy of it. You know, it's like it's like I was watching it, dude. I was watching it, and like my girl doesn't even watch it. She was like watching it, like she wasn't like. You know, but she was watching. I saw her out the corner of my eye. I looked. I was like,
I peeped. She was watching.
I
peeped you.
I peeped you. Like, she was just like this, watching it, and like,
you're like, oh, you watching? She's like, huh? What? No. Reading this article,
and like, because I think she just wanted to know, like, oh, who is it going to go to? You know, because she watched the first few episodes with me. I think she watched like almost all of season 1 with me. But then she said she didn't want to watch anymore. Pain.
Yo, I want to pain. Okay, let me read this off to you. There used to be a Major League Baseball player, right, named Bill Wambsgans.
Mm-hmm.
Wambsgans. Same last name as Tom.
Mm-hmm.
He is best remembered for making one of the most spectacular defensive plays in World Series history, an unassisted triple play. So a lot of people on Twitter.
Oh, that's why they've been saying that about him. I was
Yep.
like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Like, so oh look, IGN gave Secession season 4 a 10.
Yeah.
Wow, they don't like shit, so nice.
Everything's a 7 for them.
Yeah. Right, a 7, or if it's really bad, it's like negatives. The final episode of Secession drew a series high of 2.9 million viewers.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fantastic, dude. Like, and again, this all just goes back to the way they were raised, always just competing like with one another, rather than them being actually a family and talking about their shit and you know, their dad being the way that you know he was, and even their mom.
But you know what? That also is like that refusal to lose that Logan has. All 3 of them have that.
Yeah.
And that's what's bad.
Yeah, like and never compromising. Logan never compromised. He's like, nah, it's either I'm taking it all or I'm taking none of it.
Right.
That and that's what happened. That's literally what we said. It's like yo,
it turns out they are actually like him, more like him than they think, and it's like, but like a lot of the stuff, it's like, but there can only still be only one Logan. There was never another person who you're like, that guy's like Logan. Like, nah, that's it. Like the reason why they can work together is the reason why they can't. Like, which is wild, because I was like, yo, at the end of season 3, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. Like, all 3 of them together, they all have qualities of Logan that if they just combine it, it's Logan. Like,
unstoppable.
They have it, and like they could be even better. Like, and that's crazy. Like, that's cool. Like, and then this, when he said, like, you know, you're not serious people, then the more I'm talking about it right now with you, I'm like, oh my god, they literally are, because like everyone's trying to be Logan.
Yeah.
But the problem is, they're already like it, so it's like
they could have been chilling, bro. It could have like where from where the season had started, right, and then especially after his death and the episode after, I'm like, okay, like, are they finally going to like team up and like do this thing? And then you kind of saw all like the little bochinche where, you know, they were having the little thing with Mattson, and then Shiv was, and then she was against them, and you know, you already saw kind of Kendall pushing the other 2 away too, and like it's like, bro, if the 3 of y'all were just transparent with one another, like y'all could have easily got this shit done easily. Like it would have been no brainer. Like, I could have gone to the board and be like, yo, it's gonna be the 3 of us. Like, this is how we're gonna do it, or again, even if it wasn't the 3 of them, right? It's like, yo, let's come to like to some sort of agreement here. But they just couldn't. They just couldn't. It's just fantastic stuff, man. It's fantastic writing, and I think the ending was perfect. I think it's what was bound to happen. Right. Is what was gonna happen. It's what was bound to happen. They stepped, like, they literally fucked themselves. Yeah. That's what happened. Dude,
like they like again, if Shiv had just if she had voted no, right? Like, if she like in Kendall's favor, like, okay, like that would have been a good ending, right? I guess, you know, and like them, like, you know, walking off into the sunset together. But it's like, no, you know, like that, like this show is like, if that's the ending that you think should have happened, and like you think this ending is stupid, and I don't know if you really understood the show, genuinely. And like, I don't even mean that as an insult. I'm just like truly speaking, like, my opinion,
bro.
Like, because this show is sad as shit. Like, nobody ever gets what they want at the end of every season. Look at every single season finale. Look at everything throughout the season. Nobody gets what they want in the end.
No.
They all end up in either worse positions or the same position as when they started. Roman is the same guy now that he was in season 1. Fucking Kendall is way worse. He is now out of the company. Like, he's done.
Down horrendous,
bro.
Down
like
horrendous.
He might go into drugs again. He might just spiral horrendously downward. I hope he doesn't.
What do you
for
think?
His character in the future that we'll never see. But
we
like,
never know.
And Shiv, like, she's like now Tom Wambsgans from season 1. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
like,
crazy to see how that dynamic flips. Like,
yeah,
wild.
it is wild. I do recommend you going on Twitter because like I love seeing like people look up stuff from
Yeah.
like past episodes, and someone put in the 5th episode of Secession's first season, the camera pans to Tom when Logan references the Romans, like in talking about like the Roman Empire and stuff, and like yeah, like there's literally a scene and like he's talking to Willa, and then the camera pans up and just Tom like staring and looking. And it's like, dude, like I feel like they had this mapped out since the very beginning.
No.
Why not?
I don't think so.
You don't. I feel like they knew like where they wanted to.
Like Logan was gonna give it to Tom.
No, not that Logan was gonna give it to Tom.
Oh, you mean the writers?
The writers, right.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Tom and Logan. I was like,
no. And then remember that scene? I think it was last season, season 3, where Tom eats Logan's food, where he eats his chicken. Like he goes up to his table, like, cause remember he's mad paranoid about going to jail and shit, about being arrested for like all the shit that went down with the cruise line and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was a scene where he literally sat down, he looked at Logan, and he ate his chicken. Logan was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, right.
Yeah,
that
so
was
like,
wild. I gotta rewatch, bro. I gotta rewatch soon.
Yeah, and so somebody was literally like, "Yo, like we should have known it was Tom all along. He was the only one that had the balls to go up and take Logan's fucking piece of chicken and eat it."
Well, like he is like Mattson literally told him too, like, "Yo, like you're just basically a figurehead for me." Like, yeah. Like, you're the guy who's gonna take all the heat.
Shiv is the one that instilled that in his head. She was like, "Oh, and Tom, like he'll suck the biggest dick in the room," and then Mattson was like, "Perfect.
That's what I need.
Perfect."
Like as much as he kept saying, "Oh no, the cartoon was funny. The cartoon was funny." That shit irked the fuck out of him. Like, yeah, because
it's the other way around, bro. Like,
he wants it to be the other way around, but in reality, it was actually Shiv controlling him. Telling him what to do, release your numbers, do this, do that, go give this person this, don't give that person that. Like, he didn't like that at all. So like he's like, you know what? Like, tell me about Tom. And she said that, and he was like, good. That's what I want. Yeah. Like, cause I don't want to be controlled. I want to be controlling. Like, so. And that's what he got. I mean, like,
I love the scene where Roman's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not signing it. I'm not doing it. And then like goes into the room real quick, signs it. Because like Mattson's being a dick.
I don't want to be a picture. I don't want to take a picture with him. Because that's like him losing. He lost.
Yeah, that's you're forfeiting. Yeah,
you lost.
It's so good, man.
And it's
so like, good.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to be like, damn, bro. I wish I could have just seen Mattson's face, like if they had voted no. And then all of them were just like,
I know.
Bitch. Like, dude.
It would have been awesome.
Yeah, like, dude, I can't tell you how happy I was, like, smiling I was, like, when they were in that kitchen, bro, and just laughing, and, like, when they were on the water, like, in the water, like, telling him, like, okay, like you're anointed. Like, I was like, damn, this is lit. I love it. Like, but then I also was like, it's so funny because at the end of the thing, like, the post credit scenes, like they do. It's like he was saying, like the writer was saying, like it's always like, when we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, this is so nice, but and I was like, damn, I did kind of feel like that, but at one point, like, well, once they said they were willing to anoint him, I was like, all right, that's it. And then they went to the kitchen, and I was like, okay. And they were having so much fun. I was like, all right, bet, lit. But obviously not.
No.
You're muted.
I'm muted?
Yeah, you're muted. I can't hear you.
What? How's that possible? I didn't touch anything.
I can't hear you.
No way, bro.
Is the iPad on?
Yeah, the iPad's on. Hello? Hello? Come on.
I still can't hear you.
Yo, are you sure you didn't mute me?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Hello? Can you hear me now? Wow, this is tragedy. I don't know, bro. Everything
Hold
is
on.
on.
Maybe there's something else I can do.
Yo, like, what happened? I didn't touch anything. Mute.
All right, I think I just muted you. I force muted the other one.
Hello? Hello?
No,
All right. So,
I can't hear you.
oh, man.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
This is so annoying. Hold on. Wow, this is so fucking annoying. Bro, I don't know. I don't know. Everything is on.
What about the one in your laptop? You can't unmute this, the one that I'm seeing, and then try talking through that.
It won't pick up.
You can try to rejoin.
All right, I'll rejoin.
Sorry, guys.
It's on your end. It's on your end.
I can't. I'm.
Hold on.
I'm gonna call you. Oh.
Yo, it's on your end.
It's on my end?
Yeah, because I can hear myself on the live.
Oh.
So
That's odd.
yeah.
Okay. Alright. Well, let me... It's on my end. Oh, I'm so stupid, bro. Talk again?
Yo. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
My cord was like slightly out of the thing. So I just went I just pushed it in and now I can
Yo.
Yo, my bad, guys. That's on me, 100%.
Well, the live is staying live, and y'all got to experience all of that. But to our audio and people watching afterwards, you won't catch that. But a pretty funny moment.
Alright, so
we're back.
Yes, we're back. Junior was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Bro, I was like, yo, I literally didn't touch anything. I was about to read a bad review.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear a bad review. Go for it.
1 out of 10, a rush finale. It was going so well till the last 20 minutes came. The writers just dropped the twist at the very end, but didn't bother to show us the aftermath. Hence, it feels rushed and lazy writing. I personally think season 4 was not up to its predecessors. Connor's wedding is rated 9.9 ? I mean, the fact that was possibly the least expected thing to happen in the show doesn't make it the greatest. I think Logan's death was the first and biggest mistake of a nosedive in the series script. Logan Roy was the whole deal, the heart of the story. You just don't go and cut him off to gain uncertainty and then finish a great show to a poor finale like this one. What was Shiv thinking? Oh, we don't know, just wanted to make a spicy twist, but we won't bother to show you what her relationship with Tom would be now. Oh, man, yo, tell me you missed the point without telling me you missed the point. I could go on and on with a tiny loose end, but I'm too pissed to continue writing. Like Secession writers were too short-minded and lazy to bring us an epic closure that we deserved, but no didn't. Bro, you're lazy, bro.
Actually, like dude, like the fucking bro, what? Like, dude, think about that. Think about this, bro. Like, we understood. I mean, I've understood it more personally just by us talking about it right now, right? And like, where I'm like talking and I'm like, oh yeah, and then also that, in my head, like, I feel like, And I also feel like, all like the little plot points that he was talking about, like, it's not enough to like go and be like, all right, let's go film this and film that, where we have to like tell you what it's going to be like. We already know what it's going to be like if you think about it enough. We just already explained it. Like the company is going to keep doing the company. It's going to cut down on a whole bunch of shit, and Matsson's going to go and fucking chop everything up. And
yeah,
Tom's going to be the guy who's going to take all the shit for him, and then and then we also talked about the siblings, what they're all going to be doing. And then nothing else is important. What else is important? What, you want to know what fucking Jerry's gonna be up to? Like, no shade on Jerry or any of those. Frank they're all fantastic, but like they were also connected to them, and it's like, like once the siblings are out of the company, what else do you want?
Yeah.
Like,
and dude, that's why I feel like just touching on Connor really briefly, how he is there more of a supporting role, but at the same time he does such a good job of still making you feel like like he's still one of them. Like, I love the scene where he looks over, like they're having that dinner, right, and Kendall's like, oh, I'm the eldest son, and then Connor like spazzes on him. He's like,
no, I'm the eldest son.
Right.
Yeah, like,
right. And then you get.
But he was in the karaoke bar too. It's like, I don't give a shit about being like him, like you guys do.
Right.
He's comfortable being himself, and I'm like,
I salute to Connor, bro. Connor
salute.
for Presidente, bro. Like, he was doing my man dirty.
Nah, he was wild. But like,
and then Willa having his bag, bro. Like,
I can't, like, she's totally like actually started to like, I feel like either she just gave in and was just like, fuck it, like,
yeah, she did. I mean, she was like, let's get married, fuck it.
Right.
She said that.
Right. So like that was like the moment where I think she kind of was just like, now I'm gonna be more supportive and stop trying to be an asshole and like subliminally.
And again, bro, like I'll stay here for the money and the power, bro. Like, fuck it.
Yep.
Like, dude's gonna keep supporting me, and I mean, he seems to be a good guy to her too, So she's like, what, like, whatever. Like at this point in life, like, why not?
Right.
Which I know, hearing it like that is a little like, damn, but that's what it is. That's what the reality was with these characters. It was just like, how can I get more money? How can I get more power? Like, what's in it for me?
Right.
In this situation, like, of course you still get those moments, and we discussed it, right, with all these characters where you can tell that they do care about one another. Like, even at the end of season 3, when Kendall expresses, I killed someone, like, this
they
what
were
happened.
like, whoa,
you see,
and then locked in. Oh my god, bro, when he
Shiv
lied about that, I was like, dude,
that's what I wanted to bring up, because I was like, bro,
when he did that, I was like.
He's like, no, I completely made it up.
You know what it reminded me of? It's like how an addict would lie to get whatever they want, like whatever they like feel like they need, like they'll lie. Yeah. And for him, lying is saying that he didn't kill somebody. Yeah, he was smiling right there, like dude, like
he was about to fucking like mush fucking Roman.
He was ripping his stitches open. That's what he was trying to do. Like. Dude,
and he even like push like Shiv's pregnant, like, with Tom's baby,
like he's like, baby. Give me what I want, like that's the addict in him, like who's like willing to do whatever, say whatever, to get that, to get what he wants, like, and so like that's where he's like, if you take this away from me, I feel like I will have nothing. Like,
he does. All he has is Logan's bodyguard that was with him at the end.
Yeah. Like, and it's like,
that is kind of a subtle little, like, where he did become Logan, because Logan was like, he's like, I have no one. You're my only friend.
Yeah.
You're my, right. When he was talking about the cafe, he was like,
in a way, actually, like,
so that's why that comment to me is like, all right, bro, like you clearly didn't pay attention enough to be like, this finale was.
They didn't think about it enough. Like they think, because like, wait, why is not everything being shown to me on a screen? I have to think. I have to infer. What?
I have to infer. Let me see if I can find one more bad comment. We'll leave everybody off with. There's actually a couple. It's at a 9.6 though. So, oh look, 1 out of 10. Bad ending. This episode is very badly written. It does not make any sense. Where the other episodes were superb and very very realistic, this does not make any sense. It is drama for the sake of drama. So sad this ending. For me, it takes all the joy out of the earlier ones. All the joy out of the earlier ones? You mean Logan dying and then grieving? It thought the writers had it and could not fail. The last twist was there to have a twist. The music swells but does not fit anymore. No, oh, time out. Speaking of the score, Nicholas Berto just absolutely. The theme song is one of the most iconic theme songs ever. Like at this point. Nowhere in the sequence of events does make sense. What? It is not explained. Totally not. In the end, the show, this is a bot. In the end, the show failed to make it through. Sorry today, but true. All the rest was great and very honest. This is a really bad like.
Sorry today, but true.
Like, not saying anything like of anything.
Of any grammatical accuracy.
Oh man, dude, it's great.
Yeah.
Are we both saying this is wavy? Confirm wavy.
Oh my god, bro.
Without a doubt.
Put a stamp on it. Certified, bro.
I think I need to switch. I think I prefer heat over wavy. Now this doesn't have to be for everybody, but I feel like I say heat a lot more than I say wavy. I'm like, yo, this is heat.
How about this? This shit was goated. How about that?
Ooh.
This shit was fucking goated.
We just broke through a new level of rank. Yeah,
fucking goated. Like, all right, I didn't say all that, but goated.
Yeah, like, I agree, bro. This is really a spectacular show.
I'm fiending for a rewatch, you know, and I might start soon, like next week, this week maybe.
Yo, that's crazy. This shit just ended. Dude is on his Kendall, bro. Fiending.
But actually, fun fact, I didn't know this until like today.
Mm-hmm.
When Kendall, actually I don't know, I mean I saw it in a YouTube comment because I don't know why, I just wanted to look up the scene where Logan slapped Roman.
Right.
There's a comment saying like apparently Kendall, and again I don't know if this is actually confirmed, Kendall's interjecting there and saying, hey, you don't fucking touch him, da da da. Apparently that was improvised. He was supposed to stay quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or maybe he was gonna have like more subtle lines. Like he was not supposed to interject there and be like, "No, you don't fucking do that. You don't fucking touch him." But apparently he had a flashback to, or like, you know, because again, like he's a method actor, but
right.
Apparently he had like, you know, he grew up in an abusive household, so like when he saw that, like that feeling of like, oh, I have to protect my siblings, like I guess kicked in.
Right.
Like from base instinct from his own childhood. And I was like,
yeah.
Yo, if that's true, that's fucking insane.
That is dope. Bro, it's that instant trauma of like, nah, bro. Like, we're not doing this right now. Like, you're crazy. And you notice how Logan didn't say anything.
Yeah, because he was like that's what I'm saying. I wonder if it was actually like, I mean, that makes sense because like Logan, I feel like is always like ready to say something. Like, oh, fuck off. You know, like whatever. Like,
right. And he did not say a word, bro. I'll hit us with a few trivia ones before we wrap up here. The scene "Meal Fit for a King," the one with the 3 siblings, which includes the Roy siblings in the kitchen, is actually the last scene that is shot.
Yeah,
you can witness the joy of the cast in the scene, hinting the final scene of the series. Jeremy Strong's hair is shaved by the cast following the wrap, and we posted that video. You guys can check it out. During the board meeting, the shot is polar opposite of Roman reflecting back on season 1, episode 6. Whose side are you on?
Wait.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. During the board meeting, the shot is polar opposite of Roman reflecting back on season 1, episode 6. Whose side are you on? Remember when they were trying to get Logan off the board and fucking Roman fumbled the bag there? But he didn't this time, but now Shiv did, which was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, man, fantastic. I mean, if you're here listening to this, I'm sure you've seen it already. But maybe not. Maybe sometimes you guys listen to our podcast without watching the show or movie we discussed, and we thank you guys for, listening to what we have to say, even if you haven't seen it. Shout out to, again, everyone involved in the production of Succession. Truly an incredible show.
Right.
Just to mention, because we forgot to miss one of the main characters, Greg. But I feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
Because he's one of those dudes that just
lurking.
Kind of pulled lurking, kind of pulled the Tom. And remember when Tom was like, yo, you take information, like you hold it,
and then you can smash somebody's face over with it. Yeah.
Yep. And then at the right moment is when you do it. And that's what got Tom where he is, and I'm sure Greg is gonna follow that same path because Tom is still taking him under his wing, even though they scrap like all the time. They always have those moments of just like.
Well, no, Greg actually put his hands on him. I said, oh.
I mean, because Tom smacked the shit out of him.
I said, damn. And then I was like, oh. When he did it, and then when he slapped him back, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Well, he was like, yo, I'm not letting that fly.
This ain't season 1, Greg.
Not at all. Like, yeah, he got up there, bro. Again, it's
$200K.
Yeah,
he's like at $200K as an assistant. Bro.
Yo, that was crazy.
Oh.
Yo, when Tom hit him with like, yo, you going back to like 40, 50? I was like, yo, that's a huge dip.
Like, bro, you're gonna have to move immediately.
Like exponentially. Expedite that process.
Yeah, expeditiously.
But guys, just to wrap up the podcast as a whole, Mark, I know you don't have to say much, but just tell us your feelings of the Boston Celtics, and they almost made history.
Yeah,
they were very close.
Nah, I mean honestly, I hate to be this guy, like, but like I feel like if Tatum didn't sprain his ankle in the very beginning of the game, it would have been a very different game.
Yeah,
and
I agree
because I think he was ready. I think he was actually the only one. Or him and Derek White were like the only ones ready to actually play. Like it looked like nobody else was really there. And honestly, also like whenever, like even though this was a must-win game, all the pressure was on the Celtics. They were expected to go in there and win. And when that happens, they sometimes, more times than I would like, don't deliver. That's just like I don't know what it is. I was gonna ask you like what's next for the Boston Celtics? Like it's been, so
the last chip was 08, so it's been a little minute.
Yeah,
right? especially for a storied franchise.
Yeah,
like the Boston Celtics.
And like I don't think that like. So like I'm going back and forth with a few things, and I don't want to sound crazy to any other Celtics fans that are listening.
Talking all crazy.
I was talking to Wasim, and because he's also a Celtics fan. And
shout out Wasim.
And I was thinking, I was like, do they need to like I wouldn't be opposed if it was the really good deal, the right deal. I would not be insanely opposed to them trading Jaylen Brown. Personally,
yeah,
I'm not saying I'm for it. Like, yo, do it right immediately.
yeah.
But it has to be a really good deal. But right now, the only untouchable person for me is Tatum. Like, that's it. And if they're still young, like people forget this. Like it's because they've been together since the beginning that people think like, oh, they've been together for
Jason
so long.
Tatum's been in the Eastern Conference Finals since he was 19. Like they
bro,
you know what I mean? So
ever since his rookie year, they were in the Eastern Conference Finals. They took LeBron to Game 7, bro.
Right, it's either conference finals or finals for them lately. So like they're making these deep playoff runs. Right, they're just missing that extra something to get them over to make them champions.
Right, and so I think saying like, yo, we need to trade him is a way overreaction. And I think also we seems something funny that I wanted to say, like, yo, the Celtics were literally shooting threes like stormtroopers, bro. Like they could not hit anything. And I was just like, I'm taking that and I'm saying it on the podcast, so I wanted to say that because I thought it was really funny. But like I think people are overreacting just a little bit.
Of course.
And even though I have problems, and I have problems with Mazzulla, but I also understand he's a first-year coach. And I
Bro, first year coach that was a Game 7 in Eastern Conference Final. Don't fire this dude. Like,
yeah, and like literally, Ime Udoka was in the same spot, but they just won Game 7, which obviously is a big difference. You're going to the finals versus not, but like, I'll take that. That's a
solid rookie year.
Yeah, like there's obviously problems, and it's like you could look at the roster and say y'all underperformed for sure, because they were like the best team in the whole like league.
Yeah.
If you just look at the roster, and if not best, they're like top 3 easily. And so like they underperformed in that sense, but also it's like, yo, like there's some things you're just gonna have to learn. I think maybe changing some of the coaching like the assistants around him in terms of just bringing him some more veteran older heads, like who are like, yo, like just calm down, we'll call timeout, like I feel like sometimes he gets a little, I don't know, but sometimes it feels like he gets in his own head.
I would be an awful basketball coach, bro, because the second some shit, I'm like, timeout.
We're down by 1 in the first quarter.
Timeout. Oh, what? They're on a 2-0 run? Timeout.
But you know what?
They just hit a 3? Timeout.
Dude, there's a magic in calling timeouts, though. Like, there's a power to it. Eric Spoelstra is possibly one of the best ones to ever say.
I was literally just gonna say him, bro.
I love Eric Spoelstra as a coach. He's so good.
I know exactly when he's gonna call a timeout.
Exactly.
I know exactly when he's gonna call a timeout.
And it's not when they're tied. It's not when they're up, when they're down 5, when they were just up 10. It's, I'm gonna call a timeout when I feel the run starting. They made 2 baskets in a row. The crowd's going crazy. They get a turnover the next play. They score. It's now we were up by 10. Now we're only up by 6, or up by 6, up by 4. I'm calling a timeout. I'm not waiting till it gets to 1 possession game where they tie the game.
Yeah,
I want to regain this now, and I want to also cut off their momentum.
Yeah.
So and that he is so good at that. Like, and I tip my hat to them. You know, like obviously
he's a very good coach.
He's a very good coach. So good. And so,
like, he's another dude. Like, the Heat are back in the final, bro. Like, they were just there a couple years ago.
Like, dude, imagine if he had a team like I don't know. I mean, no offense to the Heat, right? Like to the players. Obviously, they're very good, but it's like this is what he's doing with undrafted players.
He's coaching the Denver Nuggets.
I don't know, like you know, or a team like the Celtics, like.
You're the recruiting, bro. Not yet, for real.
No, I'm not recruiting. I'm just saying. I'm saying you know, in some like parallel universe.
Let me ask you this then. If like let's talk about this matchup now, right? Because you already gave me
Miami.
Yeah, like who do you got and why?
So people think like this is why I say like people I don't know why they just constantly underrate the Heat.
It's not, bro. I don't think they're sweeping them. I don't think Denver's. I think Denver's going to win.
I just see everyone like, oh, like Jokic is gonna do unspeakable things to this defense. I'm like, dude, they are solid as fuck on defense. Like Jamal Murray might have a tough time. I'm gonna be honest. He actually might have a tough time. I'm not saying he's gonna like be ass, but it's gonna be a lot harder.
Like he's gonna have to turn up.
Yes,
like, for sure.
Yes,
like it's not gonna be a cakewalk for him. Like he's gonna have to be locked in and play some basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
Agreed.
And
agreed, bro. And like we just talked about, like they have like the Heat have an experienced, like great coach who knows how to stop the bleeding and he did like yesterday we saw it all day yesterday where he was like timeout, like nope, we're going to
anytime the Celtics even had
zone defense, their zone defense is incredible.
Anytime the Celtics were even looking like they might have a run, timeout. Right. Like he's like, nope, I'm not letting you do it, and that's why I think it's the Heat. Well, like going into the fourth quarter, or the halftime, if they're up, they win. Because that's why. Like obviously the players too, but the coaching, him.
Yeah.
Using those timeouts and saying, I'm cutting you off. I'm not letting you get a run. No, sir. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's not afraid. Like, I'm not afraid to use these. Like, obviously, like,
I have them for a reason.
Missoula. So, like, and I wish he would do that too. It's like and I think that's something he can and will learn. Like, people are saying, oh, fire him. I'm done with him. I think that's a little OD. Like,
they're bugging.
That's a little OD because, like, when his offense is working, we're unbeatable. Like,
bro, I mean, to your point, right? Maybe a little too late, where the Heat were already up 3 games,
literally,
and if maybe they had started this.
Honestly, if Grant Williams never talked shit to him in what was that, game 1 or 2, like
game 1,
yeah, if he never talked shit to Jimmy Butler, I don't know if they win that game, because I think he talked shit to Jimmy Butler and Jimmy was like, all right. I'm gonna turn up
right now.
I feel like if he never said shit to him and just said, all right, like, go down, play the game, I don't know. Like, they might have won in 6. I don't know. Like, but
is these coulda, woulda, shoulda?
I know, yeah, of course, yeah. You don't know. I'm not saying
they're the ones that, right.
Yeah,
they're the ones that sting though, because it's like, bro,
I know,
like, we had that in the
Celtics.
bag.
The Celtics,
like,
they beat themselves. That's what they do. They beat themselves, and it's like
bro, because when y'all tied up the series, to me, bro, I was like, they're gonna make history. Like, I genuinely thought that. I was like, yo, like, they're
that's
gonna
what
go
I'm saying.
back to Boston.
When everyone says that, they're gonna lose. That's why I never said. I was like, I don't know. I just don't know. I have to see to believe it. I have faith.
I feel you.
I have faith that they can do it. But but knowing this team and also knowing
there's pressure. There was
pressure,
more pressure.
Man.
Like, even though the Heat had the pressure of falling, 4-3 after being up 3-0. Like, again, Boston was still at home. Like, they had to crawl all the way back. So everyone's like, wow, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna pull it off? And then, like, but I get it. When it's your team, it's just like, it. Like, you're just like, yo, like, they're gonna crack. Like, they're just not gonna pull this off tonight.
Yeah, it's not even like, I feel like if I was a fan of, like, another team, I don't know if I would. Maybe, I mean, but, like, I just feel like I've watched this team go into games, so many games where I'm like, they should win this. This should be a good one, a good win, and they end up losing badly. And you're like, what is this team, bro? And then the next game, they'll lose again. And you're like, what is this team? Like, this is exactly what happened in the regular season. Like, the Celtics will go on a 3-game losing streak, play the next 3 or 4 games like it's, like, elite. And you're like, okay, we're back. And they follow it up with, after they're done winning, with a nice little 3 or 4 game losing streak. And it's like, dude, like, you can't, like, you know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah, there just needs to be some form of consistency.
And I think that's what was lost with Ime. It's like, I feel like Ime, while offense was, I feel like defense was first, offense was second. And I feel like that's what they need to get back to, or at least be, like, able to say, like, Missoula needs to look at them and say, all right, like, now, I know we want to push the pace and I know we want to get out and run, but defend. Like, lock the fuck in. Like, and obviously, yeah, you should defend anyway. But, like, I feel like a lot of their time they've been always trying to
defense wins championships,
push. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
so, like, you
get a team off rhythm and they're just not knocking down shots. And like, that's the best, bro. It's such a good feeling when your team is just capable of, like, locking the team down. Like, yo, you're not going anywhere. Get this shit out of my face. Let's go.
24-second violations, blocks, like, all that. Like, you're just like, let's fucking go. This is great. So, like, it's gonna be. But okay, so I've digressed. I didn't even answer the question about Denver and Miami. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Miami won this.
I feel that. Tyler Hero might be back for Game 3.
Yeah, it depends on how he plays. Also.
Yeah, they're second best scorer.
But
they've been doing all right.
I'm gonna go
Clearly.
Denver in 6.
Yeah, I just think Denver has a very intelligent player in Jokic.
Yeah, but I feel like their defense, Miami's defense, is gonna be like, we're gonna let Jokic go off. We're just gonna not let you get any assists. So you're gonna have to score like 60 a night, 50 a night to beat us.
Right.
Because we're not like
because we're locking up Murray, we're locking up Michael Porter Jr., we're locking up Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Like we're locking,
and that's what they'll
we're
play the
locking up
zone.
your.
They'll play the
Yeah.
zone, and then they'll lock him down, or lock everybody else down around him. Somebody else is gonna have to step up, and if Murray doesn't, it's clipped. Like,
Yeah.
so
That's what I'm saying, man.
it depends.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a fun series.
It's
Like,
gonna-
and
I have
I'm
no
glad I have no
clue.
stake in it. I have no stake in it. So like that makes it even more fun for me. Where I'm
Right.
just like, I really don't care who wins this.
Really, you'd rather Denver win? You wouldn't mind if Denver won?
Bro, Denver has 0 championships. I could care less. They just swept the Lakers. Cool. Talk to their 17 championships.
Yeah.
Like I know it's like one of those things like in sports where it's just like, oh, like, you know, you're talking about the past. It's like, all right, bro, but 17 championships is 17 championships. Same thing with the Celtics. Like, it don't matter when the Celtics won it. Like, obviously, a lot of them were, you know, a lot more in like the 60s and 70s.
Prior to the 2000. Yeah.
But nonetheless, like that's history right there. And again, like the Celtics have been relevant in basketball. Like again, they're always involved. So if Denver wins their first, I don't care. Miami has what, 3? I don't care if they win a 4th. Like it's to me, I'm just here for a good time. Like show me a good basketball game, and I'm down for whatever. I wouldn't mind seeing Jokic win one. Definitely wouldn't mind seeing Jimmy Butler win one. You know, so that's pretty much it. Now, if it was someone like the Clippers, like, all right, fuck y'all bums, like,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, if I saw Boston in the final, then I would definitely have to go Denver. But you know, y'all not there, so the Lakers and
That's
Celtics going
crazy.
to Cancun 2023 finals for the 18th. Road to the 18th in Cancun. But nah, man. So I agree. I think it goes the way I am going Denver Suns. Just a little bit more star power mixed with, you know, good coaching. But yeah, I also wouldn't be surprised seeing the Heat come up big and taking one, because again, they have a really good coach, and they got a lot of guys that definitely know how to step up when it matters most. So yeah, we will be talking about the finals, of course, and we will be breaking down next week. Our next week's podcast will be on Spider-Verse, because that's this weekend. Wow, crazy. I can't believe I just said that.
Yep.
So make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, hopefully we'll have everybody, including J Money, here. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, make sure to come through and chill next week. We'll see y'all then.
Peace.
And the live.
Okay, calm down.
Damn. We could.